Well, today we have Dr. Kapil Thakkar and he is practicing in Gujarat. Well, today we're going to be talking about a very important topics, which is kidney stone management. So, very welcome.
Thank you so much.
So, the very first question which comes to my mind when it comes to kidney stone, what do you think could be the reason of a high rise in kidney stones these days?
See, these days we drink less of water
Yeah.
and we have a lot of junk food.
Yes.
So these things are contributing to stone formation because the dehydration causes crystals to form.
Okay.
And that can give rise to stones.
Right.
And our diet has changed gradually into we have more of junk food, more of protein containing things. So
Right.
these things are, patients are more prone to have stone disease.
Well, what has been the most challenging case of stone you have ever dealt with, and how did you remove the patient's stone?
Okay, well, there have been so many challenging cases in my career, but I do remember distinctly one or two cases in which there was a single kidney, solitary kidney,
Okay.
and it had a huge stone burden. The stone burden was like not a single millimeter of kidney was left without stone.
Oh.
It had stone extending in all the calyces and everywhere. So the challenge was twofold. One is I had to completely clear that stone. Second, clearing without damaging the kidney, without causing much bleeding, because the reserve is only that single kidney. The patient is only having one kidney. So then we had to puncture. We had to make multiple, about 3 punctures. We made 3 tracks, and in a single sitting we cleared the entire stone.
Wonderful.
Yeah. So that was the.
So the patient was back on track then,
Absolutely.
and the kidney was saved.
Yes.
Oh, wonderful. Well, in your experience, what precautions can effectively be taken by patients in order to avoid stones and in order to avoid recurrent stones?
Yeah. So statistics have proven that once a patient has a stone, then in the coming 5 years, he has got about 50% of chance of having recurrent stones. So now this, to prove the statistics wrong or be in the other 50% when you don't form the stones, the best thing you can do is have a lot of water, hydrate yourself well, like you can have just not water, but you can have lemon juice, orange juice, all those things. So the basic idea is to form dissolution of the crystals. You don't want the crystals to form and stick on each other and form the stones.
Right.
So that is one. Second, reduce this junk food and those things. And if at all some abnormality is found, like if you have a high uric acid, then you have to reduce your protein intake. Or if you have a high oxalate, like so, we also recommend doing a stone analysis in the patients who have got recurrent stones. So based on the stone analysis, we can give them a tailored diet, like what all to avoid. If he suppose he is having high oxalate, then he has to reduce strawberries, peanuts, tea, coffee, meat, all those things. If he reduces, then the chances of recurrence comes down.
Wonderful.
Apart from that, we have wonderful medicines available which are like potassium citrate, and that can be taken, that prevents recurrence of stone. So this medicine is a simple syrup. You dissolve it in water and take it, and you take it just twice a day, and you take it for a long period of time. Don't stop it, say like 5-10 days, but you take it for a year or so, then the chances of recurrence significantly comes down.
Well, you have to take this medicine, of course, under the doctor's supervision.
Absolutely.
And the next question would be the greatest misconception that you think people have about kidney stones.
Oh, kidney stones is associated with so many misconceptions, and especially in our country, every third person is a doctor. So you go and you form stones, there will be a lot of advices like drink beer and you will pass that stone. Now that is the biggest myth you can have. Drinking beer can never pass your stone. Only thing it can help you is it causes some diuresis, it causes hydration, that's it. But oxalate content is very high in beer, mind well. So if you go on drinking beer, you may form new stones. You may not pass your old one, but you start forming new stones. So that is wrong. Secondly, doing all these unproven medicines, people go for Ayurvedics, and sometimes I don't deny Ayurvedic and homeopathic, but there are many quacks practicing behind that, and they'll give you something or other to eat and do some stuff. I have also seen some Babas removing stone by this chimti. That is also, so many myths exist in our society.
Right. What do you think is going to be the major breakthrough when it comes to kidney stone domain?
Apart from medicine, I would say something you can change your chemical composition, like of the urine, without just going on changing the medicines. So if that is there, because the chemical which excretes in your urine, that forms a stone. So if that thing is changed, that is modified, if you have something that can modify that, then maybe then you don't form the stones.
Oh, wonderful. Any take-home message for our viewers watching?
Well, don't believe in myths. Consult your doctor,
Right.
preferably a urologist.
Right.
Drink a lot of water and be happy.
Wonderful.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much, sir, for your valuable insights. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks.